It is me, Elliot, Dad Gay Boy, with another video. And
I'm Adria.
This is my sister. You've probably seen her from past videos because, you know, she's been in past videos. I told her she was going to do a Christmas themed video with me. To talk about Christmas urban legends. This one, I think you guys probably remember from the Gremlins. A man goes on a business trip and decides instead of going on the business trip, he'll surprise his family, dress up as Santa Claus with a bag of presents, come down the chimney, and he gets stuck. Now, there's different variations on how he gets stuck, from a broken neck, asphyxiation, exposure, or smoke inhalation. So he tries to surprise them. He gets stuck in the chimney. The family doesn't notice. They think he just left them, and until they light a fire in the chimney and they realize that the smoke is just coming back in the house, and then they realize that the dead body of their father is up in the chimney.
It's traumatic.
Obviously, this story is false, but it is called the Stuck Santa story. It says it is one of the many urban legends involving a juxtaposition of enjoyment and tragedy. I don't know how that's enjoyment. The legend was used, like I said earlier, in the 1984 film Gremlins as Phoebe Cates' character, Kate, explained to her friend, Zach Galligan, that her father had disappeared before Christmas, and later they found him halfway down the chimney with a bag of toys several days later.
A few Decembers ago, a Japanese department store, desperate to appear more Western and with it mounted an extravagant Christmas display featuring a life-size Santa Claus crucified upon a cross. Retail industry from the Japanese tried to adopt several traditional Western celebrations after World War II, and stripped of their meaning, these holidays have taken some rather unusual forms over the years.
I don't think I actually looked to see if this was fake or not, but I'm assuming it is, but I really do not know. There's also another tradition that for some reason, they thought it was a Western thing to bring cake for Christmas. They thought they had, like, Christmas cakes, like we made Christmas cake.
What are those cakes called?
What?
They're, like, in the bricks, and people use them as jokes.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what they're called.
Fruitcakes!
Fruitcakes! Yeah. This one I thought was pretty interesting because I actually thought this was true, but it's actually false. The modern image of Santa Claus was created by CocaCola. And obviously that sounds like it's true.
It does.
It's not. Okay, so among the characters associated with Christmas, a lot of it is, well, obviously it's going to be Santa, but something else that's associated with it is, for some reason, Coca-Cola. I see a lot of things associated with it because there's, like, polar bears, and there's the Santa, and then there's penguins, you know, all those.
Snow.
Yeah, and the snow, and it's like, why? So, at the beginning of the 1930s, Coca-Cola was looking for ways to increase sales of their product during winter. It was a slow time for them around the soft drink market economy. So they turned to a talented commercial illustrator named Hayden Sundblom, who created a series of memorable drawings inspired in large part by Clement Clark Morris' 1882 poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, that associated the figure of a larger-than-life red and white garbed Santa Claus with Coca-Cola and the slogan, The Pause. Even though they did not create Santa, I think they created the image of the more red-toned Santa, because I heard that he was more maroon. Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, well, I heard that he was supposed to be more burgundy maroon.
Oh, like
and
his
not,
suit?
Yeah, and not like bright. No, his face. Next we'll be talking about, you know, your favorite Elf on the Shelf.
Part of the tradition for Elf on the Shelf is that it pulls, like, creative and cute little pranks. But another theory with them is that, it has magical powers. And basically, it's supposed to be, like, watching over children to tell if they're naughty or nice. And then they're supposed to go back and report to Santa. Well, basically, it's a good way for Santa to tell if they're naughty or nice, because if the children touch the elf, it loses its magical powers, therefore it can't return back to Santa to tell them if they're naughty or nice. So basically Santa just kind of assumes that they were naughty because they touched the elf. The story goes that Santa sends out these little helpers who apparently haven't worked enough through the year making toys for all the good kinder of the world, to all the households of the world, to keep an eye out for kids in the final days building up to Christmas. And each day the elf appears in a different part of the house to basically, like, monitor the children. And so they can report back to Santa whether they've been naughty or nice.
Lit. And then there's a story about Krampus. I don't know if I said it right, but that's, I think, how you say it in German, because obviously it's a German origin story, whose name comes from the Germanic root for claw, dates back long before the time of Christ, but in modern day is more or less the ultimate Christmas demon, the companion and antithesis of Santa Claus. Basically, he's the total opposite of Santa Claus. He's the one who treats bad children and I think hits them with a stick, is what I've heard.
Wasn't there an episode of him in American Dad?
Yeah, there was. And wasn't it their grandpa?
Yeah.
At one point?
When he died, he turned into Krampus.
Okay. So if you weren't well behaved in the whole holiday involving Krampus, you would be beaten, tortured, and kidnapped to the Krampus lair. And one can only assume was beaten and tortured some more. Delightful! In the 1950s, I think Austrians have tried to put the creature on the back burner. That's what it says mainly. They try to make it more not terrorizing for kids because obviously Krampus is not a thing you should tell kids. A lot of people in the Germanic city of Schlanders or Salandro, Italy, they dress up as Krampus, actually, with huge sticks. I've seen videos of this on YouTube, which you should watch. It's pretty funny. They use large sticks and they chase after people and, like, hit them with sticks. So, for the last one, I don't know, it's kind of like Krampus, but not, because he doesn't, like, beat them and torture them and kidnap them and stuff and bring them to his lair. He is known as, I'm probably gonna totally botch this name, but Knecht Ruprecht. He's not bad or good. He's kind of for the neutral kids that they don't know what to do with. Back in the time that he was like around the origin story, he would go to kids and ask them to pray. If they can't pray, he would give them really crappy stuff that they don't want. If they can pray, they'd get gingerbread. If the kids refuse to pray, he will beat them with a bag of ashes. This is a whole thing for children to remember. The reason of the season is about baby Jesus and not just the changes in the season. Thanks for watching. This is my sister once again,
Adri.
And this is Elliot Dad Gayboy. And hopefully I'll be putting up more videos later. I'm thinking of doing a sweater contest video with my family.
Oh, it'll be lit.
Taller than a Christmas tree. Oh! Okay. So, like, subscribe, comment new things down below that I should try out. Right down below. And thank you very much. Bye. Bye.